I'm going to show you how to forbid areas from your colonists in Rimworld. And this actually will work also for animals too, well, technically. So first up, we're going to go to Architect, and we're going to go to Zone. Now, what we can actually do is expand allowed area. And I've already got a few areas. So if I click on this, you can see I've got the home area, the base, and the courtyard. Let's say I want to make a new area for this kind of indoor greenhouse here. I'm going to expand area and manage areas. And then I'm going to click new area. And I'm going to call this forbidden. Now you can invert it to allow or disallow them as well. And I'm going to press expand. And I'm then going to click and drag over this entire area. And this is perfect because somebody is actually in here, so we can see this perfectly in action. So I've made this area. If I go back to manage areas, you can see it's the forbidden area. And I can invert it so that everywhere apart from this area is now the area. Or I can invert it so it's just this area, if that makes sense. You can also copy it and paste it somewhere else. What we're then going to do is get a schedule down here. And can you see that now there is a forbidden tab on our assigned areas? You can actually click time zones, and you can actually tell them what to do at certain time zones. Like, do you want to meditate, sleep, recreation, work, or do anything at this time zone? But actual areas, I can basically say, this is the allowed area you are allowed in. And then I can click on forbidden. Now, if I do that, it means that the colonists are only allowed in forbidden. So if I press play, can you see that they're all coming down into the forbidden area? Because that is the only allowed area I'm allowing them into. They are only allowed in here. That is why when you then go to zone, expand areas and manage areas, if we invert it, that means that the forbidden area is actually everywhere apart from in here. So then when we go to schedule and we say, I want you to go into the forbidden area, it actually means you can go anywhere apart from this little room. So then when I press play, what you'll see is they all leave this area instead. So they are all allowed in the forbidden area, which is technically everywhere apart from here. If they would stop meditating, they'll actually leave. So once they stop what they're doing, they will actually all leave here. But yeah, that is how we forbid areas in Rimworld. So this area is now forbidden. And you can see he is now promptly leaving, and he will never come back in here whatsoever until I allow them outside or into the forbidden area. So if you are trying to cut off a specific place like that, just make sure that you invert the area rather than having to try and cover the entire map.